Welcome to Popternative, where we dive into topical discussions from the worlds of pop culture, social media, and sports. Here is your host, Peter Remoliotis, aka PD Beats.
PD Beats here from Popternative, speaking to Dexter Darden about It's a Wonderful Binge, premiering on Hulu December 9th. Welcome to the show, man. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me, man.
I mean, it's crazy because this is like my first question, which is two questions, part A, part B. Part A, what's going through your mind when like there is going to be another Binge movie, like Binge 2, and then part B, finding out that it's going to be on Christmas Eve. Like that just takes things to a whole different level, right?
Yeah. So part A is like, thank God we're able to binge again. You know what I mean? Like, because it's just such a insane universe, and the topic of conversation and what we're doing in this movie is so insane that having the opportunity to come back and play with my castmates and work again with Eduardo and Marta and Zane, and the list just goes on, and of course Tony and all these new people. So like if it's just having all of the opportunity to make those movies again with them is truly beautiful.
Yeah.
And also the fact that Hulu brought us back and was like, yeah, we want to binge again, and we want to binge on Christmas. I'm like, what better time to binge when you don't, you know what I mean? So the fact that Hulu believed in us to try us again and give us the opportunity, and Jordan was clever enough to write a world where the binge is happening on Christmas, it really created a space for fun and I hope some heart and laughter that people really need right now.
Both Binge movies have this quick kind of slapstick humor all the time pace. This one I feel like just takes it to different levels because it's holiday themed.
Yes.
And everything. Do you instantly notice this in the script, whether it's the first binge or the second, that it's just a nonstop? It's like it's nonstop laughs if you think about it. It's nonstop craziness. Like there's no breaks.
Yeah, and that's the thing, and you know what? That's Jordan, though. That's our director. Like that's our writer-director. He wrote the first one. He wrote and directed the second as well. And so he creates this space of just manic comedy, which is super funny and super lands. And then he just allows us the opportunity to go in there and create what we think our characters would bring to those moments, Yeah. And so having the opportunity to bring Hags back for the second one, and really grounding it in the way of like, okay, knowing who Jordan is as a writer, knowing what I want to do with this character, finding ways to like create the moments of humor and heart is what I kind of wanted to bring. And so, it's a joke on every at the end of every single sentence. So you got to keep up.
It is.
We hope people watch it more than once. I guess.
Because like maybe this the first time they'll miss some of the big laughs. Absolutely.
So I just saw it at a screening last night, and it was my second time seeing it. And the first time I saw it, I missed so many things because you're too busy laughing at the initial joke. So it's super great that Jordan is so smart and has not only the talent to write something like that, but that has casted the talent who could pull something like that off.
It's so great. And one of my favorite things about this movie are the scenes that you have with Tim Meadows. Those are like some of my favorite scenes. And what's that like? What's that like working with him? What's that like talking to him like before the scenes? Like getting in the moment? Because there's some really, although it comes off to the audience, like for your characters, there's serious talks, right? Yeah. But for the audience, it's just like, this is crazy. This is quirky.
Yeah. That's Tim, right? So Tim is just, a creative legend. He's a comedic legend. Like he's the ladies' man. So, SNL alone, that he knows what he's doing. So when you're coming into, like, I was super, super excited when I found out that we got to work with him. And that I was going to have a majority of my scenes with him because he's a legend who I grew up appreciating and loving and idolizing in that way. And when it came to comedy. So talking with him beforehand, he's really into hip hop. He loves music, so that was a groundbreaker for me right from the break. Like I'm a big music guy, so having the opportunity to talk music with him was amazing and get that rapport, Yeah. But then, like when we have the opportunity to get in that hot tub, or like doing the ice shaving scene, we have these moments. It's just you just really are in his space. You're wanting to play, you wanting to laugh, and he's allowing us to just play tennis with each other. You know, it's like it's a game,
like a ping pong match, tennis match. Absolutely,
exactly. And so, you know, you just want to learn from Tim, and he gave me some great pieces of advice. And one of the things that he told me that I will hold with me for the rest of my life is he's like, Dexter, you know, you have the ability to look back at the end of your year and say, dang, I did all that.
Yeah.
He's like, so don't lose that, you know, don't lose that work ethic. Don't lose that ability, that, you know, that hunger, that fight that you had. Yeah. And so I really took that from Tim, and I still thank him for that information every day. You know, I still talk to him, and working with him and creating with him was just truly a dream come true for me.
100%. You're part of the Binge family. You're part of the Hulu family. You're also part of the American High family. Can we give a shout out to the amazing people at American High?
Man. Shout out to Jeremy Garlick, Will Phelps, the entire team over there at American High, keeping us chugging. Y'all are consistently creating content for Hulu, but creating content for us. And I think about our movie in the sense of how many diverse leads we have. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And across the board, how much representation is on screen. Yep. And I think that for American High to be doing these movies that they're doing in Syracuse and to continuously keep adding diversity in terms of ability, but also representation, is truly amazing.
It's huge.
So they can pick up the phone and call me anytime, you know, and hopefully I'll be picking up the phone and calling them like, yo,
they've created like a universe where I'm hoping one day there'll be a crossover. Like I'm hoping maybe we'll have like Binge characters with sex appeal characters and Plan B characters. I'm hoping.
You know, I hope that American High does that. You know, I see what Marvel's doing with the Disney Plus and the series and the movies, you know, and American High has had so much talent in these movies. Yeah. You know, when I think about the castmates who I've even worked with, whether it's Ki Hong Lee, Natalie Emmanuel, Moses Storm, who've all been a part of these American High projects, to have us sitting in that realm, you know, and the fact that they could get us all up to Syracuse to go shoot these movies is truly a testament to their character and who they are and what they produce and the kind of movies that we make. So I'm hoping that we can keep doing it. And I would love to have a banana binge.
It would be that would be amazing. And
a banana binge.
American High, let's make it happen. That would be a blast.
Yeah, I need one of them things. I need a binge. I need one of them. Whatever one. Sex appeal, binge appeal. Binge appeal? Dog. Come on now.
Hey, Plan
binge
B
appeal works.
Plan B, Plan Binge.
Yeah, Plan Binge. Oh shit. Because that's what happens after the binge. You know, people end up, okay, I'm with you.
There's a lot there. Is your favorite thing about being a storyteller diving into all these worlds of the Binge, Saved by the Bell? Is that the best part about it?
Absolutely. And also like playing these different characters, you know.
Yeah.
Everybody has their own unique journey and their own unique mission. And I think with Hags specifically in this one, it's really just wanting to be understood and loved. You know, He leads with love, so he responds with love, and he hopes that he receives it that way. And with Saved by the Bell with Devontae, it's a new experience. You know, he doesn't want to be typecasted. He wants people to understand who he is as the person he is. And so it's been awesome just having the opportunity to play so many different roles, but still add that little bit of Dexter Darden to it.
And I can't wait for people to see It's a Wonderful Binge streaming on Hulu December 9th. But very cool, before we wrap up as well with this, I feel like a lot of characters have different kind of journeys within movies where it's not very like clear cut, and it's like, what do they want? I mean, your character wants to propose, and it happens to be on the Binge, but there's kind of like a clear cut like motive of your character, right? What is that fun as an actor being, because like as an actor, right, you're in the zone, right? You know what you want as an actor. You're playing a character who knows what he wants as well, right? Is that kind of refreshing and a bit fun as well with this project?
Yeah, it truly is, like, because, you know, in Binge 1, Hags just wants to binge, you know, and that's his mission, getting to the binge party, right? Turning up, making sure his boys are having a good time. So in Binge 2, of course, I wanted to step in and find out, what is Hags' mission? Yeah. You know, is it to live for his friends or to live for himself? So having the one moment where he's like, you know, I'm gonna live for me. I want to propose to this woman. I love this woman. I want to make this happen. So having the opportunity to bring that to the screen and do it was truly incredible.
And it's like that's the mindset, the whole film for this character, right? And like things get in the way, and they're gonna have to check it out December 9th on Hulu. It's a Wonderful Binge. Dexter, so great chatting with you. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much, PDBs. Appreciate you, bro.
No problem. This has been Pop Turner, youtube.com/PopTurner for previous episodes. Until next time, this is Dexter Darden and PD Beats signing off.
Thank you for tuning in to Popternative. Make sure to check out our past episodes of Popternative on YouTube. Be sure to like Popternative on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.
This has been an Autograph Communications production.